All right. We are back here for another episode of Boys from the Hood Sports Talk. Don't hate the player, hate the game. All right, so this show we're going to talk about Shedeur Sanders' two biggest haters, JB and Tony Grossi. I'm sick of them, man. But we're going to get right into that. But first, let's go to our intro. All right, so let's break down this thing. What they're about to talk about JB, this Coach JB show. We got JB, Tony Grossi, and Smitty. Smitty, man, sometimes I don't know about Smitty, y'all. Smitty be on some foolishness. But all right, let's play this thing and we're gonna dive into that, see what they're talking about.
You and I have something in common. I call them the prime sexuals. They don't like us very well. They when we tell the truth about anybody named Sanders, they do not like us. So I just wanted to, I appreciate you hopping on here. Give us the latest in Cleveland, man. What's going on with Cleveland and this whole quarterback race that's going on in there? There's 4 quarterbacks. I assume they're probably going to keep 3. Whether they designate one of the practice squad or get rid of one of the rookies, I don't know. But I assume the veterans will probably make the roster. Or are you thinking they'll trade one of the veterans if one of them don't start?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You hear us? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on vacation right now until.
First of all, look at these dudes, man. Look at Tony Grossi, man. He about 70 years old. Like, come on, man. What do he know about the culture? And look at Smitty. He just sitting there smiling because he know he about to say something stupid. JB, I think JB is almost trying to pattern himself after Skip Bayless. Just always want to have something negative to say. I think he get his clicks and all that stuff off the negativity. But let's hear what Schmidt has to say.
Late July. You mentioned they're going to keep 3. There's a real possibility they can keep all 4 of their quarterbacks at least to the start of the season. Practice squads are 16 players now. If you shortchange one position, the 4th string gunner to squeeze a 4th quarterback, you can accommodate that for week to week. Ideally, one of these quarterbacks would become attractive to a team that loses a quarterback in training camp, preseason, or early season. So I don't see the Browns cutting a quarterback. They may trade one, but the rookies, the rookie draft picks are always safe under this general manager, Andrew Berry. He does not cut his rookie draft picks the first season. So let's put Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. They're going to make the final roster. So it comes down to Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett to probably be the starter at the beginning of the season. And that could go either way.
This dude just say he thinks Shedeur Sanders gonna make the final roster. Duh. Come on, man. If it weren't for Shedeur Sanders, we wouldn't even know who the hell Tony Grossi was. Don't nobody care about no damn Cleveland. They act like everybody is excited about this quarterback battle. No, they're trying to see where Shedeur going to end up at.
I think Joe Flacco is so heads and shoulders the best quarterback on this team that he'll ultimately win the job.
And they talking about how Joe Flacco, he just said it. Joe Flacco is head and shoulders the best quarterback on his team. That's some bullshit. Joe Flacco just got cut from the damn Colts last year. And he didn't do nothing. They keep talking about 2023, where he won 4 out of 5 games and made it to the playoffs. Joe Flacco is 40 years old. Who the hell want to see him playing? And ask them the boys on the team. I bet you they ain't gonna say shit about no damn Flacco.
Got you.
Gotcha, for sure. So, like, I guess outside of even just the quarterback, and we'll go back to quarterback play here in a second. But even outside of that, I mean, how should the Browns? What are the Browns looking like this season? Like, as far as some of the pieces they got, obviously they're able to sign Myles Garrett to one of the biggest contracts we've ever seen. I know that was a big storyline early in the offseason. Obviously, they're trying to figure out the quarterback. I guess, what are just the expectations in Cleveland right now playing in that AFC North division?
Well, they've got a brutal early schedule, and they're coming off 4-13. So expectations, I think, nationally are pretty low for this team, which puts the Browns in a good position because I think they're much better than the expectations are nationally. Last year was a disaster. The whole Deshaun Watson.
Sometimes I just get sick of hearing Tony Grossi talk. I don't know what's up with him, man. I just don't like this dude, man. I ain't gonna lie. Just don't like him.
Interesting. Let me ask you. So, just because Shedeur is such a household discussion and topic, is he the third or fourth string guy right now, as camp ended?
Yeah, well, right now he's fourth. I mean, he was drafted 5th round. Dylan Gabriel was drafted in the 3rd round. That's the way they evaluated these two kids coming out of college. And in the OTA, practices and then mandatory minicamp, it wasn't really a competitive situation yet. It was, orienting them to, what the Browns do. It was learning. The competition will, if there is one, will start, when they get to training camp. Sure. And I believe there's really 2 competitions going on. And I know they like to say this is wide open for 4 quarterbacks. That's not the way it looks to me.
You hear what he just said? They like to say, that's the damn coach. The head coach is they. The head coach says open competition. That's what it is. And you hear him say, it don't look like that to me. To me. So these are his own damn ideas.
It's going to be Flacco versus Pickett for the starter and Gabriel and Sanders for, after they're somewhere, whether they're 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. So
let me show y'all something real quick. Now this is the I can't even see Shedeur's stats. Boy, y'all got lucky. Let me see if I can change it. I can't get them up here. Oh, here we go. All right. So they said Joe Flacco is heads and shoulders better than everybody else on his list, right? So then why does he have the lowest completion percentage? 51% on 35 passes. Kenny Pickett, 60%. Dylan Gabriel, 57%. Shedeur Sanders, 77%. Wow. Most touchdowns, and they say he's the only one with an interception, but everybody's seen all these other dudes throw picks. So that's crazy to only put him up there. Like, why do y'all do shit like that? We just don't get it. But they say this is the guy, Joe Flacco, that's supposed to be better than everybody else. Man, come on, man.
There's just not enough reps in training camp to give everyone a fair shake, and that's just the way it is. I mean, so that's the way I see this thing unfolding, and eventually I think Flacco will prevail.
No doubt.
And I want to stay with that. Like, let's say Flacco does win it all, or win the position. I mean, right? Obviously, we know he's the most experienced. Do you see him though being the starter for the full 17-game season, or what does your gut say? Do you feel like, I don't know, week 6, if the Browns start off, I don't know, 2-4 is a shaky start? Do you see there being like a change in the quarterback position?
Well, listen, the last 2 seasons here, 9 different quarterbacks have started a game.
Right.
4 last year, 5 the year before. Odds are,
what's funny about that?
All of these guys are going to play a game or 2. Flacco is a 40-year-old freak. I mean, most people don't see him as a physical freak, but trust me, he is. He's younger than his age. He can still throw the ball as well as any quarterback. I don't know how he's going to hold up over 17 games, but he didn't come back.
You don't know how he's going to hold up over 17 games. When the last time has he played a whole fucking full season? We don't know. He's 40. Come on, Jay. Come on, JB. Say something.
To be a backup. I mean, he really
And I can't believe Smitty haven't said one thing to defend Shedeur
has
so
the burning desire to keep playing and playing well. So I wouldn't put it past them. But
Okay.
if that doesn't happen, then and you know, if you the record will dictate who keeps playing. Obviously, um, they feel they got a young veteran in Pickett, still getting better. I mean, he hasn't proved much in his career, but there's something about him that they like and they want to see him in this offense.
See, what a lot of people don't realize, they keep them on. Well, it was something they liked about him. They picked him up. They picked up Kenny Pickett and they picked up Joe Flacco before they got Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. They had all three of these guys before they got Shedeur Sanders. When they got Shedeur Sanders, everything changed. Everything changed. The media, everything. Shedeur Sanders is now the number one jersey selling rookie in the whole NFL. Over 200 or 300 people. His jersey has sold the most.
And then you got two future backups, and that's really the way I classify Gabriel and Sanders.
Sanders a future backup. This is the first person ever to say that. That Shedeur Sanders is going to be a future backup. I've never heard that before.
You know, people in Cleveland say, well, you got to find out about these guys. You got to play them to find out. There are 4-year contracts here. I mean, they're not going anywhere, right? There's no urgency to see, in my mind, and I think in their mind, to see what Gabriel and Sanders can do. Their opportunity will come based on those 9 quarterbacks playing over the last 2 years. So I think it's a little bit
Dylan Gabriel
overstated
ass about
that
to get shipped
they
out
got to
of here.
prove, they got to find out what they have in these two guys immediately.
No doubt. Let me ask you a little sticky question that a lot of folks won't ask, but I know you will. The Shedeur Sanders deal. He's gotten the little speeding ticket crap.
Look at JB. Always trying to bring up some negativity. Damn speeding ticket. Who cares? Now they just say, oh, because he got a speeding ticket, that means that he's not reliable. He makes bad decisions. Well, why he got 77% passing accuracy? And the Johnny Unitas Award. And the Big 12 Player of the Year award on offense. And he also is the career all-time leading percentage in NCAA Power 4 football. He has the best completion percentage ever. And he started all 4 years. So it ain't like he only started 1 or 2 years. He started all 4. Dylan Gabriel played 60 games in college. 60. For 3 different teams. He kept switching teams because they was getting better people behind him. Better rookies and stuff was coming up, and they were shipping his ass out of there.
Going on. As a 5th rounder, the history has shown us prior, even with higher ranked, higher drafted guys that have been cut out of the league for doing things off the field. Would there ever have been a discussion to, hey, man, you do something again, we're going to have to cut bait. You're a 5th rounder. Or is he excluded from the 5th round noise because of all the drama that it was during draft day?
All the drama. Y'all listen up with this collusion case. Boomer Sison already told you that all the owners was told not to draft him. And to be honest, I think it was a deal made with Cleveland and Jacksonville, man. I think they said if they go ahead and trade that number 2 pick, they was going to let them get Shedeur. So everybody was off limits to draft Shedeur until that 5th round. That's what I think. I think it has something to do with that Jacksonville base. But you just keep on following that thing, because they're gonna break that shit all the way down real soon.
Well, I don't think he's got the carte blanche to do anything he wants. But realistically, it was a speeding ticket, but it was excessive speed, 101 miles an hour, and it was the second one in a week.
Man, that man's driving Lambos, F-150s, all kind of crazy cars, man. Y'all would never know nothing about that. Let me skip this mess.
So I gotta ask you, you're saying that the Browns are going to find their franchise quarterback next year. So
Yeah,
you're saying that regardless of what happens this season, you believe and predict that they're going to draft another first round quarterback next year?
I do. I believe that. Now,
Jeez.
a lot of things can change. Okay, that quarter. First of all, in my opinion,
All right. I already did a whole video on these quarterbacks from next year, how they're supposed to be better. I don't see it. I don't see none of them quarterbacks being better than Shedeur. And you're gonna turn around and draft a quarterback in the first round after you just drafted two? Come on, man, make it make sense, man. Y'all saying stupid stuff.
they can't let a premier quarterback class pass them by. Okay, it's never lined up for them. I mean, the Baker Mayfield.
What is premier about this class? Cade Klubnik, Alar, um, the boy from Newsomeyer, South Carolina. Who's elite? When you got an elite quarterback class, some of them going to be your top quarterbacks the year before. Now, one of these guys that he is naming was a top quarterback this year that's coming back. All the top quarterbacks came out. You talking about Beck? His garbage self? He was ranked #1 last year and didn't even get drafted. Quinn Ewers, we see where y'all go with this. Y'all don't know what y'all are talking about in the quarterback
Draft, they chose Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen, over Lamar Jackson, but that's the time a good quarterback class lined up with their needs. Okay, This one is coming up. Joe Flacco is on a 1-year contract. Kenny Pickett's on a 1-year contract. They won't be back. These two developmental quarterbacks I mentioned, if they see him as
So now he calling Shedeur Sanders a developmental quarterback. Oh my God. I done heard it all.
future backups or future spot starters, fine. They still have Deshaun Watson's salary cap charges to deal with. Okay, that's what's unique about this team. They're going to be paying him next year, and he's going to have cap charges over $80 million over the next 2 years.
Okay.
So they can't. They need quarterbacks under rookie contracts basically to fill out that position, and it so happens they're fortunate.
And what's better to get a 5th round draft pick that was valued as a #1 overall pick? Make it make sense, JB. But look, we about to be out of here. That's it for today's show. JB and Tony Grossi are officially the biggest Shedeur Sanders haters. Because Mary Caden came around a little bit. But these two jerks are officially the best haters. I'm going to holler at y'all. Don't hate the player, hate the game.